Welcome to our information session about the professional LLM in administrative law here at Osgoode Professional Development. My name's Megan Thomas, and I'm the Graduate Program Director for this program. In this information session, we'll be covering a number of key areas, including an overview of the program, the degree requirements, what you can expect in the program, our structure and tuition fee structure, the application cycle and some other application requirements, as well as some information about how to get in touch with us if you'd like some follow-up information after this session. The professional LLM in administrative law covers a lot of really important areas relating to statutory decision-making and how oversight is achieved in administrative law. We have a number of specialized courses in areas like immigration law and human rights law, and others that deal with policy in tribunals, as well as judicial review. In terms of the degree requirements for the program runs over 2 years, and the required courses are offered once every 2 years. Those courses are administrative law remedies, theoretical perspectives on administrative law, as well as a really important overview course on administrative law and the current state of the law related to all of the main areas in this field. We run a number of different elective courses. Often you will have more than one option each term for electives, and popular electives include immigration law, public inquiries, and regulatory regimes. In this program, if you'd like to experiment with taking a course from outside administrative law, you can take up to 6 credits from those outside electives. In order to complete a professional LLM degree, you'll be doing 36 credits worth of coursework over a 2-year period. Typically, you'll be taking 1 or 2 courses per term. If you're taking 2 courses in a term, they will usually be one after the other rather than running at the same time, and this makes it a little bit more manageable for our part-time students. There's a research requirement to complete within the professional LLM, and what this means is we're looking for you to do a minimum of 1 paper that's at least 8,000 words, which is about 30 pages in length. You can do this paper, which is called a significant research paper, within a course in your program, or you can do it independently under the supervision of an instructor. Another option is to do a major research paper, which is a longer paper of about 18,000 words or 70 pages. Which of these options you choose is completely up to you, and you can choose once you're in the program. We also offer support to help you decide which route you'd like to take if you need that. The program takes typically 2 years to complete, or 6 terms. We run all year round here at OsgoodePD, so you would find that we offer courses in the fall, winter, and summer terms. If you complete the program continuously, you would complete it within 2 calendar years, but there are lots of options that we'll talk about as the session unfolds to take breaks in the program, and so if you need longer to complete the program, that is something we can easily facilitate. At this point, it's my pleasure to turn the mic over to my colleague, Christine Briggs, who's our Assistant Director of Admissions, and she's going to take you through some more details about the program and how admissions works.
This is a part-time program designed for working professionals, and one of the principles of that design is minimizing the amount of time that you'll be away from work. To that end, we typically design courses as either evening or intensives. Evening classes typically run from 6 to 9 or 7 to 10 p.m. and have weekly meetings over 6 or 12 weeks. Intensive courses are scheduled in a condensed format. We commonly schedule 3-credit intensives over 3 days, Thursday evening, followed by a Friday and Saturday full-day session. While 6-credit intensives are less common, you may see a 6-credit intensive course scheduled over 1 full week, or as 2-part intensives, 2 Thursday evening, Friday, Saturday sessions. The program can be completed entirely through distance learning, which means that all required courses and most elective courses have an online or hybrid format. Online-only courses take place over Zoom. There's no option for in-person attendance. Keep in mind that this is not a self-study program, and courses are not asynchronous. Courses in the program are interactive seminars, And live attendance is required because participation is an important aspect of the program, regardless of course format. Hybrid courses offer students the option to attend either online or in person. Hybrid courses typically run out of our One Dundas campus. However, you will occasionally see courses that run out of the Kiel campus. The other format is in-person only. This program doesn't typically have courses that are scheduled as an in-person only format. However, you may see electives drawn from other LLM specializations in an in-person only format. But keep in mind, you'll always have enough online or hybrid options to do the program entirely online. No matter the schedule or format of your course, you can expect to receive materials about 4 weeks in advance of your course's start date. Every course has a course website on our learning management system, eClass. Your course's eClass page will contain the course syllabus and information about required readings, assignments, and due dates for the course. Some courses have required textbooks, which you'll need to purchase, but many courses have all readings available on the eClass page. Prospective students often ask about how much time they should budget outside of class to prepare and complete assignments. Part of the reason why we release course materials 4 weeks in advance is so you have some time to review the course's requirements and schedule out your time. That said, the amount of time you'll need is going to depend on the course material, the course format, your reading or study style, pace, and your background. But in general, you should expect to spend as much time outside of class as you're spending inside of class. Typically, students budget 1 to 3 hours for every in-class hour. You should assume that you'll need some more time during your first term, particularly if you haven't studied law before, as there's a learning curve in figuring out how to do the readings effectively. There are no invigilated exams in this program. You can expect a variety of methods of evaluation during the program, including individual or group presentations, short assignments, and participation grades. All courses have a major assessment, an assessment that's worth 51% or more of the course grade. Major assessments are typically research papers or take-home examinations. Research papers vary in length, typically 10 to 15 pages, from course to course based on factors such as the number of evaluation methods contained in a course and the weighting assigned to the research paper. Research papers should either be on a topic explored in the course with a more in-depth analysis or on a topic that is a natural extension of the course material. Generally, research papers are due about a month after the final course date. Take-home examinations are open book exams, which typically include a set of questions where students are given a specified amount of time outside of the classroom setting, typically 2 to 4 weeks, to complete. These questions can take a variety of formats, but typically take-home exams will include fact pattern type questions as well as analytical and essay style questions. As a York University student, you will have access to the Writing Center, student accessibility services, and other academic resources. In addition, we take an individualized approach to academic support. Students have access to academic counseling to get advice on achieving academic success, and helping to troubleshoot any difficulties you may be having. Individual support goes beyond the academic as well. Students have access to confidential mental health and wellness counseling, and we offer one-on-one career support, including resume review, mock interviews, career and job search coaching. This is a 2-year part-time program, and we operate on a 3-term system. The fall term runs from September to December. The winter term runs from January to April. The summer term runs from May to August. In the summer term, most courses end in June rather than running through to August. Because the summer term is a bit condensed, you'll sometimes see summer courses that begin in April. You'll register for courses on a term-by-term basis with the help of your program assistant. Program assistants are dedicated members of OsgoodePD's team who will assist you with program and administrative issues from the time of your orientation to the time of your convocation. Your program assistants are your go-to for all questions during the program. Registering in a term will trigger fees to be posted to your student account. Your tuition for the program is charged in 6 installments over the 6 terms of the program. If you finish your degree in fewer than 6 terms, your remaining installments will be billed at convocation. If you need more than 6 active terms to complete your degree, additional terms are charged at a lower rate. An active term is any term where you are taking courses or are making academic progress, and an inactive term, or leave of absence term, is one where you are not taking courses and not making academic progress. Given the nature of part-time professional students, it's very common for a student to take a leave of absence during their studies. You can take a maximum of 2 back-to-back leaves of absence, and if you need a longer leave, your program assistant can advise you on options. Please note that we've omitted tuition rates from this recording to keep it current, but for up-to-date tuition information, please visit our website. Our program is OSAP eligible, and students in the program with financial need can also apply for bursary assistance. Application cycle. So this program has 2 program start dates, which means that new students can choose to start in either the fall or the winter term. Applications for the fall term open annually on October 1st and have a final deadline of May 1st. Applications for the winter term open annually on February 1st, and the final deadline for the winter term is September 15th. We use an online application portal. After creating your username and password, you'll be able to enter the portal to complete your application. You don't have to complete your application in one sitting. You can always save and return to it up until the application deadline. The application will ask you to answer some questions about your interests in the program, your background, and to provide some documents. The committee reviews applications holistically, taking into consideration the experience that you bring to the program. The application questions help the committee to contextualize your experience and interest in the program. It's a tool to help them understand your motivations for applying for the program. You'll also need to submit your CV or resume. This gives the committee an understanding of your professional experience and how that experience relates to the program you've applied for. We're used to reviewing CVs from all different jurisdictions and industries, so there's no required format. However, we do ask that your CV include job titles and dates of employment, a description of your job duties for each role, and a list of all previous educations with your degree title, institution name, and year of completion. As a professional program, we do put significant weight on relevant professional experience. If you have a JD or LLB, generally we're looking for a minimum of 2 years of practice experience. With applicants who do not have a JD or LLB, broadly we're looking for a minimum of 5 years of senior level experience in a role where you've gained applied legal knowledge that relates to the area you want to study. Generally, students who don't have a previous law degree do have a graduate degree in their field, and more often than not, they have closer to 10 years of senior experience. Our number one recommendation to students who don't have a JD or LLB who are interested in the LLM program is to reach out to us before you apply with a copy of your CV. We're happy to do a pre-application review and give you some feedback on fit. That way, you can go into the application process with confidence. You'll also be required to submit transcripts. We require transcripts from every university you've attended. Even if you have advanced degrees, a transcript copy could be a photocopy of an official or unofficial transcript, or even a screen print from your university record. If you're admitted to the program, we will require official transcripts, and we'll give you more information on that at the time of admission. In general, we're looking for applicants to have an overall B or 75% average or equivalent. However, because we're a professional program, we recognize that many of you completed your degree many years ago, and that your academic performance from 10 years ago, for example, may not be a good indicator of your current capabilities. The committee reviews your application in context, so having a lower average won't exclude you from consideration. There is a section on the application where you can provide any additional context about your academic performance if you feel it's relevant to do so. You'll also need to submit a writing sample. The committee uses your writing sample to assess your graduate level writing and research skills. Your writing sample could be an academic paper, a memorandum or factum, or a 5 to 10-page research paper on a subject that you're interested in. We have topic suggestions on our website. While there's lots of flexibility on what your writing sample can be, there are some specific things which your writing sample cannot be. Please do not submit unresearched opinion pieces, co-authored papers, non-analytical summaries of the law, court pleadings, or other legal documents. The committee cannot use these pieces to evaluate your research or writing skills. As part of the application, you'll be asked to submit contact information for 2 references. Your referees will be sent a reference form to complete over email. Your references can be professional or academic. The best reference is one who can validate your professional experience and speak to your academic potential. And finally, if you haven't completed at least 1 year of full-time university studies in an institution where the only language of instruction is English, you will be required to provide a language test. You should be prepared to submit a language test at the time of application. However, depending on when you'd apply, the committee may consider making a conditional offer of admission, or your application may be deemed incomplete until your language test has been received. Please review our website for detailed information about language test requirements and deadlines. After you've completed your application and paid your application fee, your file will go into queue for review. Our team will do an initial review of your file for completeness and let you know if anything further is required. We'll keep you informed of the status of your application throughout the process. The timing of when you'll receive a decision depends on a number of factors, such as when you applied and when your application became complete. But in general, applications are reviewed on a rolling basis and early offers are made to top candidates. But most decisions are made within about a month of the final application deadline. If you have questions, we encourage you to reach out. To get in touch, please fill out our contact form using the URL on your screen, osgoodepd.ca/LLM-info. Using this form ensures that we have all the information we need to fully answer your inquiry and that it reaches the right member of our team. The form also allows you to include a copy of your resume or CV, which we encourage you to do if you have questions around program fit or program selection. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this session. We hope you found it helpful.